Assalamualaikum everyone. Today we are going to be reacting to Priyanka Chopra's all natural DIY skin secrets. Okay, so without further ado, let's get right into it and see what she has to say.
I'm here to show you 3 different kinds of exfoliation and masks that I've learned from my mom, my grandmother, and just women in India who use natural products. Alright, so we're gonna do a lip scrub. As you can tell, my lips are one of my more prominent features.
Alright, before we even go any further, I am not a fan of scrubs for the skin. Physical exfoliators या scrubs जिनको कहते हैं, उसका प्राइमरी रीज़न ये है, एक तो दे आर वेरी अब्रेसिव, मतलब आपकी स्किन को ये स्क्रैच करते हैं, they damage your skin barrier, they lead to irritation, and on top of that they generally don't exfoliate evenly either, right? So कुछ जगहों पे ज़्यादा हो जाता है, कुछ पे कम हो जाता है. So all in all, not recommended. Long run के अंदर ये irritation और dryness cause करते हैं. A better option is actually, for example, if you follow a couple of good dermatologists on YouTube as well, you'll see something that's trending, which is use things like lactic acid and glycolic acid on your lips. I would much rather actually be doing that as opposed to using a physical scrub. The resurfacing face wash that we have, for example, is a really good option. You could kind of use that, exfoliate, buff your lips a bit, rinse it off, and then follow up with like a thick layer of our lip balm. That would be a really good way to go, much better than using any physical scrub on actually any part of your face.
Take a little sea salt, depending on the size of your lips. You can decide how much to put. 100% pure vegetable glycerin. And then a little bit of rose water so it's gentle on your mouth.
I'm not a big fan of rose water either. I know it's super popular, but in all honesty, it just contains a lot of fragrant compounds from the rose plant and it doesn't really do much for your face. So in terms of actually using a toner or something along those lines, I think this is best avoided, especially if you have sensitive skin. And there are much better options that you can use, or you could even skip a toner altogether. मतलब a toner is not essential कि आपने इस्तेमाल करना ही है. करना है तो कोई अच्छी चीज़ लगाओ, वरना ना करो.
So this is a body scrub. It's an exfoliator, hydrator, it moisturizes, it heals, but please try it on your hand to see if you're allergic or not. 1 cup of gram flour. Okay, that should be 1 cup. Then yogurt, not flavored, plain, depends on the proportions, like that much. Mix it into a paste, a little bit of lemon. If your paste is as bad as mine, which mine is, you add a little milk to it. That's what that looks like now. Magic ingredients. Some sandalwood powder in there. My best and most favorite ingredient, which works for everything, is turmeric. It gives it love. It might give you a little bit of a yellowish hue, so be careful about how much you put in. And you put it on your entire body. And just hang out a little bit, let it dry. And if you have oily skin, then maybe use like skim milk and like low-fat yogurt or no-fat yogurt. I think it's almost dry. So the idea of it is to scrub it off with that, you see? So it literally like exfoliates. And then you shower and you get rid of whatever excess is on your hand and you see a difference.
So ये तो इसने उपटन की रेसिपी बताई है सीधी सीधी, which is obviously something super popular, especially शादियों से पहले लोग बहुत ज़्यादा उपटन करवाते होते हैं. This is not as abrasive as the first scrub, जहाँ पे नमक इस्तेमाल करी थी to kind of really scrub her lips. Upton वाले front पे actually yogurt is very moisturizing. If you're using milk, it's very moisturizing. The skin on your body is also not as delicate as the skin on your face. So you could do this occasionally. It actually does give you like a nice glow on your body skin. It helps to moisturize it. The only thing I would probably skip is the lemon. Like I've spoken before, like I'm not a fan of using citrus on your body. उसमें vitamin C content भी कोई इतना ज़्यादा नहीं होता. उसमें कुछ compound इस तरह के होते हैं that can lead to chemical burns, but इसमें काफ़ी थोड़ा सा था. But even then, that can be skipped. The rest of this recipe is actually good to go, especially if you have like dry skin on your body and you actually have the time to kind of mix this up and then put it on your body and then rub it off and then clean up that mess afterwards. If you have the time to do all of that once a month or so, be my guest. Otherwise, an easier way to go for daily use would be our AHA BHA body wash, followed up with like a niacinamide body lotion, and that's basically it. No mess, much faster, no prep time. You shower every day anyways, so I mean you could go through this, but I feel like it's more like an occasional thing.
Now this is a scalp treatment. It is usually for like if you have a dry scalp, if you have dandruff. So you start with full fat yogurt. The yogurt helps hydrate the scalp and cool it down.
Also, make sure that you don't let the upton dry completely, because once it dries fully, it'll tug at your skin a lot more. It could be a bit abrasive. Again, even though body skin is more resilient, that isn't really, it's not a good idea to kind of scratch your skin, pull and tug at it. That could, over time, it could lead to like premature aging of the skin. So that's not good. That's not a really good idea. Just don't let it dry completely. But all in all, the ingredients in that weren't bad at all.
A teaspoon of honey, my secret ingredient. Whoa! It's an egg. Apparently they're really good for your hair. I know. You keep it for 30 minutes and you wash it off with like baby shampoo or just like warm water. That's what the consistency should look like.
I don't think you would want to wash this off with warm water at all. You would need a proper like shampoo to get all of the stench of the egg out of your hair. Personally, I've never tried using eggs for my hair. I think it's just kind of stinky, but if you are somebody who wants to go ahead and give this a go, avoid it if you have dandruff or like any scalp issues per se. Otherwise, give it a go and actually let me know how your hair looks after, because I've personally never really tried it. But make sure कि इसके बाद actual proper shampoo करके इसको उतार रहे हैं, वरना लोग भागेंगे अंडे की स्मेल से आपके सर से जो जोर की आ रही होगी.
Wow, that was a lot of teaching. I don't think I've taught so much in a really long time, and I hope this works for you guys, because it really does work for me. This has been taught to us by our mums and our grandmoms, and these are little secrets that I wanted to share with you.
So guys, have you tried any of our recipes or have any other generational recipes that you would like for me to react to? You can put them down in the comments. कोई video भी हो जिस पे reaction आप चाहते हैं, जिस पे input चाहते हैं. Again, comments are a great place for that. We do look at them. In the interim, here's another reaction video for you to see from Ida Yasser Show, and I will see you again in the next video, inshallah.